Hello everyone, Touhoua here. So today I will be showing you all how to tame one of the most feared dinos of the vast ocean, the Mosasaurus. I will show you how I trap one using the environment and 3 stone behemoth gates. No ramps or ceilings needed for this trap and for this special location. No worries, I will reveal the location and how I set up this trap, and when going into the deep ocean, it is always better to be overprepared than underprepared. Dinos in the water are much different than those on land, since they can aggro you from like miles or meters away, and water dinos can't swim backwards. So, knowing that, here are some of the things you will want to bring with you. Alright, so first things first, you will need a whole set of scuba gear. I like to bring at least 3 scuba tanks with me. Carrying more than 3 scuba tanks can weigh you down, so 3 is like perfect because my weight is sitting at 400, but I feel like going over 3 suits is kind of overboard. Then with the help of the decks, I brought just enough kibble to 100% tame a level 130 Mosa, because I found this one and I had to like figure out how much kibble I needed, so instead of like bringing too much or too little, yeah, Dododex is the answer. 3 stone behemoth gates for this location will do. A lot of trinket rolls for sure. 3 bowls for me because Mosa's torpor will drop really fast. They're basically the giga of the ocean, so meaning the torpor will drop really quickly if you're not constantly shooting them with trinket rolls. I have 3 crossbows with high damage. They're 190 plus the weapon damage on them, and they're all equipped with trinket rolls. I will show you just what you want to do once you've trapped the Mosa with these, and you will need a bunch of narcotics as well to feed it once you've knocked it out, as it's, you know, its torpor is pretty much the same as a giga. It drops really quickly, so you want to make sure you bring a lot of narcotics to feed it when it's knocked out. About 500 just in case. Even though Dododex says 349, I believe, I just want to bring extra. And lastly, I will recommend bringing this dino with you, a Basilosaurus. I mean, you can get away with bringing an otter and maybe like some fur armor, but I just want to say that I really recommend this dino, this Basilosaurus. It just like depends on the area, but mostly this area that I'm going to, it gets really cold. And the cool thing about a Basilo is that they have really high damage, really high health, really high weight. They're really good at everything, but mainly for this location, you want a Basilo because this area gets so cold. When you ride a Basilo, you get this innate ability, this passive ability of insulation. They warm you up. It's just like a big beefy otter, pretty much. They just are so good at everything in the water. So yeah, I would recommend a Basilo. With that out of the way, let me show you all how you can tame any Mosas in this location or any location similar to this. If you've got all of that, let's get started. By the way, make sure to clear out all other enemies or else it's gonna become a living nightmare, especially if an alpha is around. Anyways, come to this part of the map. There's a little hidden cave under here that even a Mosasaurus can fit into. This is where you will want to build your trap. The gate is just big enough to not touch the ceilings if placed correctly. I will be showing just how I've done it here. And with the ceilings low enough, it creates just a perfect trap. Since they've changed how the behemoth gates are, it used to have a top horizontal pillar to it, but they've removed it, making it possible for like swimming dinos to just swim on top of the gate, so they can swim over it now. Because like in ASE, you used to be able to just place 4 of these gates down and just leave the Mosasaur in and then just close the gates with doors, and they can't swim on top because of the top pillar. But since they've removed that, I have to, you know, be creative. Just use the environment as the ceiling now. The Mosa's hitboxes are huge. If you place the gates a little bit further apart where your Basilo or like your dinos can swim through, that's okay too. They won't be able to get out and they should get stuck. Just make sure you lead your dino through, and just make sure you lead the Mosa inside of this little chamber that you created, this little trap. Once they get inside, close the gates, and yeah, they won't be able to get out after that. Alright, so once it's stuck, just keep pelting it with trinket arrows. I have 3 crossbows on my hopper, like I said earlier. It's just to quickly cycle through and just to keep that torpor damage on it. If it's not constantly gaining torpor, it will constantly lose torpor. It's not necessary to do it this way, I know, but I think it's a little bit faster as it constantly adds a big damage over time. Imagine shooting like 3 arrows at one time versus just 1, you know? So yeah, I will let this play out until it gets knocked out. Alright, and there you have it. I started with 296 arrows and now down to 201. 95 arrows at 190 plus damage on my bow. Your damage affects the amount of torpor that you deal. So depending on the damage, you may take a little bit longer or you may be a lot quicker at taming it. Anyways, if this helped, congrats, you just got yourself a Mosasaurus. Great job. Just make sure to be very careful though, because like random dinos can still spawn down here at any time, and these water dinos can smell blood from miles away. Albeit this area is normally pretty safe though. But never let the ocean fool you. It may be water, but damn, it tastes horrible. And yeah, hope this helped you all. If it did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. I will play just a few more clips to end this video. That being said, I'll see y'all later.